Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Namaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha அண்ணாமலையாய் அடியேனை ஆண்ட அன்றே ஆவியுடல் கொண்டாய் எனக்கோ குறையுண்டோ குறையும் குணமும் நீ அல்லால் என்னேனிவற்றை என்னுயிரே எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய் கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையிற் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையிற் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே ஓம் அதிமதுர சாபஹஸ்தாம் அபரிமிதாம் மோதபான சௌபாக்யாம் அருணாம் அதிசய கருணாம் அபிநவ குலசுந்தரீம் வந்தே ஓம் ஐம் ஹ்ரீம் ஸ்ரீம் ஓம் வசுதேவ சுதம் தேவம் கம்சசானூரமர்தனம் தேவகீ பரமானந்தம் கிருஷ்ணம் வந்தே ஜகத்குரும். Krishna could not even coach her. You all can understand Tamil? No, no? Some of you can't. See, God has created people in different ways. So there has to be different paths. There has to be different gurus. There has to be different scriptures. See, for the past 3 days, we have been seeing this Atma Vichara. Who am I? Self-inquiry. Some people are very fond of such a path. Because for some people, it's very hard to believe in something. See, especially in the Western world, it's very difficult to have just like that a faith in something which they don't understand. So if you talk to them about God or gods, about devotion, about Papa, Punya, reincarnation, it's very, very difficult for them to comprehend. We can't blame them because they have been groomed that way, because they have been asked to inquire and find out, ask why, how. So it's very hard. So for them, the Atma Vichara, Vedanta Shravana, Manana, everything is given. Because there, yes, something is given to their intellect to think, to contemplate, to understand, appreciate, get convinced, and then to walk the path. So for them, it is very beautiful, very wonderful. And there are others who are very blessed, who need no logic and reasoning, who can just have faith, and who can just melt in devotion. Actually, they are blessed people, actually. The former ones, who are asking always question, how, why? Wow, they have to be given so much of crutches to stand, to hold, to stand. So there are different sorts of people. For some people, jnana also doesn't work. Bhakti also doesn't work. What you will do? The head is also not developed, heart is also not melting. What will you do? So there are Hatha Yoga practices. Other practices are there. See, our Mahatmas were very compassionate. For everyone, there is a path. So, okay. Asana, pranayama, all those stuff is given. And different Hatha Yoga practices are given. And going towards that, people are generally restless, wanting to do something. நம்ம பிஆர்டிசி பஸ் மேரேஜ் ஒரே சீட்ல 2 பேர் உட்கார்ந்து so for them, yeah, karma is very important. So you do this, you do that. That is very important. So therefore, as today he was saying in the morning, one acharya was saying it seems. So, if you want something, you go to that mall. He was talking about Bhagavad Gita, it seems. Krishna has spread out everything in front of you. Want this, take that. This, you take that. Something like that. See, according to me, how I see it, that is what I can share with you. You understand? See, Tamil ஒரு பழமொழி சொல்லுவாங்க, திருடனை போய் ராஜமொழி முழுனா முடிக்க முடியும், திருடனால திருட்டு மொழி தான் முடிக்க முடியும். You know what I'm saying? See, if there is a thief, he cannot have a very royal look. Raja mari mudikka mudiyadhu. Like a king, he cannot. On thirty mudi dhaan mudipom. Illaya? Otherwise, whatever we know only, we can share. You understand? So you have to excuse me. The thing is, for this Atma Vichara, or for the higher contemplation anyway, the mind has to be available first. Is it not so? See, the first instruction is ahamuhappadu, turn within. Then only you can seek whatever within. But this mind will not turn within because it's full of vasanas and lot of desires and likes and dislikes. So it's always going out. And we have got a lot of problems in the day-to-day world, lots of worries, so many things, financial difficulties, and some problem in the relationships, and so many other things. So first of all, the mind is not at all available. So how I see it, we need devotion to the Lord, because whenever there is this jiva, whenever there is the world, whenever there is our own, problems in the world, there is the higher power, definitely. You understand? Bhagavan says, or Isha Shakti inge ellavarathiyum nadatti kondirukkirathu. Sri Ramana Maharshi says. Meaning there is a higher power which cannot be denied. As long as you see a world outside and see yourself to be a person living in that, and then going through the sukha dukkha, there is the higher power. So what is said? You have to offer everything at his feet so that your mind becomes free. You become quiet within. And you get that kind of a confidence within to pursue something higher. See, I am in Tiruvannamalai. So I often visit Tapovanam in Tirukkovilur, where Jnananandagiri Swami's Samadhi is there. Wonderful Samadhi. Whenever I go, I get so fascinated because that Swami is like a child only. Very beautiful he is. So, in every photo, he sits like this. He sits like this. I'm so fascinated. I was wondering why he's sitting this way. This we can understand. This Chin Mudra. What is this? Meaning, you offer everything unto me and you realize your own self. This is what I could understand from his mudra. So everything offered unto me. Similarly, if you go to Shiva's temple, this Nadaraja Murtam, so beautiful. There also Shiva, with his left hand, he shows his left padam, Tiruvadi. He shows. See, it is said the left portion is Ambal, the right is Shiva. So as if Ambal is showing the path, you hold on to these feet. There is no other go. தனக்கு உமை இல்லாதான் தாழ் சேர்ந்தார்க்கு அல்லால் மனக்கவலை மாற்றுதல். You cannot get rid of this worries, this confusion in this mind, all these things without holding on to the feet. What is holding on to the feet? Meaning, there is the higher power which is running the show. It is taking care of everything, including me and my life and everything. So, intelligent way of living is to offer everything at his feet. See, this is why we chant it again and again. And we are so inspired by this one particular verse in this Navamani Malai, Arunachal Navamani Malai. Annamalai அடியேனை ஆண்ட அன்றே ஆவியுடல் கொண்டாய். எனக்கு ஒரு குறையுண்டோ? குறையும் குணமும் நீ அல்லால். என்னேன் இவற்றை எண்ணுயிரே, எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய். கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே. See, this is a prayer to Annamalai, Arunachalam. Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi writes a great jnana of highest order. Annamalai, hey Annamalai, அடியேனை ஆண்ட அன்றே ஆவியுடல் கொண்டாய். When I surrendered unto you, when you accepted me as your own, you accepted me everything. ஆவியுடல் கொண்டாய். My body, my mind, my everything, with all my shortcomings, you have taken everything unto yourself. எனக்கோர் குறையுண்டோ? Now do I lack anything? குறையும் குணமும் நீ அல்ல. If somebody says you are very stupid or you are bad, it is not mine, it is yours. Somebody says you are wonderful, you are great, it is all yours. Why? Because you have taken everything now. So everything is offered unto you. என்னேன் இவற்றை எண்ணுயிரே. I will not think about anything in this world. எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய். I tell you, there is so much of peace in the heart when you say, எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய். This is the spirit of surrender to the Lord. எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய். But you know what we do? We go to the temple and we tell the Lord, என் எண்ணம் எதுவோ அதை செய்வாய். Whatever I wish, whatever I want, that please you do it. See, we dictate terms to God. என் எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய். What do you want? You want some coconut? Wow, Bhagavan is waiting for your coconut. Or do you want that greedom? Well, why the greedom? What do you want? Tell me. I will give you everything. But please see to it that this is done this way. What arrogance. That is why we suffer in the world. Not because of anything we suffer. Our Acharya says, the misery is directly proportional to ego. When we are so miserable, it means we are highly egoistic. What is ego? En ennam eduvo adu seivai. Nee adu seivai. Whatever I wish, better you do that. But what is devotion? What is surrender? Un ennam eduvo adu seivai. I tell you, this is the intelligent way of living. எப்படி இருந்தாலும் நீ செய்ய போறதோ செய்ய போற. நான் சொன்னேன் கேட்க போற நீ. நம்ம குழந்தைகிட்ட சொல்ற மாதிரி. அதுக்கு நானே சொல்லிட்டு வச்சுப்போமே, நீ என்ன எதுவோ செய்வானா நமக்கு நிம்மதியா இருக்கலாம். Is it not so? Anyway, the Lord is going to do whatever he wants to do only. So why should you go and fight with him? Why this jagada? You just tell him, "Ennam edu." Okay, pa, whatever you want to do, you do. I don't mind. How beautiful! See, when you say that, there is so much of peace. See, he knows the best now, and he is Daya Sagara. Just now we saw Daya Sagara. He is ocean of compassion. See, if our own parents, the father and mother, if they are so compassionate, he is the father of the universe or mother of the universe. Yeah. Jagadaha Pidaru Vande Parvati Parameshwaru. So, does he not know what is good for us? So, therefore, when you surrender unto him totally, then he will take care now. But whatever he does would be very auspicious for us. That is only good for us. However, it may look bad or inauspicious, but that alone is auspicious. Because this jiva needs all the experiences, good and bad, for its evolution. When everything is goody-goody, everything is happening good, then we will not even think about anything. When something goes wrong, only we start thinking also. So therefore, yennam medu adu seivai. And then I have only one prayer, one prarthana. Kanne, undan kalalinayir kadar perukke taruvaye. May you give me devotion to your lotus feet. May the devotion swell in my heart to your lotus. Only that much I want, nothing else. Why? When that swells, everything is taken care. Everything is taken care. When the devotion swells in the heart, everything is taken care. Nothing else I need. Whatever about this world, you take care of everything. I don't care. Whatever happens, fine. The health or ill health. Whether the relationship, it survives or it breaks. Whether the money comes or goes. Anyway, அவரவர் பிராரப்த பிரகாரம் அதற்கானவன் ஆங்காங்கிருந்து ஆட்டி வைக்கும். நடவாதது என் முயற்சிக்கும் நடவாது. நடப்பது என் தடைசியும் நில்லாது. இதுவே திண்ணம். ஆகலின் மௌனமாய் இருக்கை நன்று. Bhagavan at the age of 17, he wrote this to his mother. So whatever is going to happen will happen anyway. Nobody can stop it. Therefore, best is to surrender unto him and say, oh Lord, you take care of everything. Ennam yaduvo, adu seivai. But, Kanne, my dear Lord, undan kalalinayir kadar perukke taruvaye. May you give me devotion to your lotus. What happens when you gain more and more devotion? What happens? See, whatever is achieved through contemplation, through Atma Vichara, everything is achieved through devotion and also something more. Our Guruji Swami Tejamayanji has written a beautiful book called Bhakti Sudha. There he writes beautifully. What happens? See, when we say, oh Lord, everything belongs to you. Nothing is mine. Everything belongs to you. Everything is offered unto you. When you say that, when you say like that, even my life, my wife and children, everything is offered unto you. Meaning what? Everything is yours, not mine, not mine. You take care of everything. So this idea of mineness, mine, that reduces. See, Ramakrishna says beautifully, you have to live like the servant maid who is serving in the house. Servant maid comes to the house. In India, you can appreciate. Here, you don't know what is servant maid. She comes to your house, and then she takes charge. She cooks, she cleans, she does everything, and she watches television. She takes the fruit from the fridge and she eats. She does everything. And she but she knows she can enjoy everything, but nothing is hers. Evening she has to pack and she has to go back. So everything she can enjoy there in that house, but nothing belongs to her. She knows very clearly. Like that, if we can live, everything belongs to Bhagavan. Nothing belongs to me. But now he has given to me so that I can enjoy. And I have to take care properly. So like that, if you can offer everything to the Lord, I tell you, கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா எனது என்கின்ற பாவனை குறைஞ்சு. எனது குறைஞ்சு போச்சுனாலே நான்கிறது போயிடும். Because the I, it survives, it கொழுத்து போயிருக்கு காரணம் நான் எனதுங்கிறதுனால தான். So when you remove this mindness, I also will come down. And then what is the peak of surrender? Atma Samarpanam. Meaning what? Everything is offered unto you. எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய். அப்படி சொன்னாச்சுன்னா அங்க அகங்காரத்துக்கு இடமே கிடையாது. சேர ஒழித்தாய் அருணாச்சலா. So therefore there is no scope for the ahankara also to survive. So I tell you beautifully, with through devotion we surrender the idea of mamata and ahamta. It happens naturally. It happens. We not struggle. Naturally it happens. And then Guruji Swami Tejamanji writes, when you develop a sort of a bhava, a relationship with the Lord, it is allowed in only in Hindu scriptures, not in any other religion. You can consider the Lord as your father, mother, or as your child, like Bala Tirupura Sundari, how beautiful she is. Krishna is here. I consider him as Krishna. He is listening very intently. So, you can consider him as your child. Even you can consider him as your lover, like Andal. So, any way you can consider him. So, he comes in that way and blesses you. So, therefore, this bhavam, what you develop, this relationship, what you develop, Guruji says, it is called as bhava ananda. This the jnanis won't get. He says the jnanis may get brahmananda, but they don't get this bhava ananda. He says that is something extraordinary, he says. That joy, what you get when you have Bhagavan and you relate to him in one particular way, as your lover, or as your friend, or as your child, this bhava, that brings him so much of joy. Like this Panduranga, Vittala and all, you go and see there in Maharashtra. God, people are so sweet. Why they are so sweet? Because this kind of bhava. And in their house, Krishna is the part of their family. Bhog, they give bhog. Morning and evening, afternoon and evening, they give bhog. Everything they give. See, this is a beautiful way of growing, actually. And this joy, what they get, bhava ananda, is something supreme, actually. What happens? See, please carefully follow this. When you believe that there is a higher power which is running the show, see, as long as you see a world and yourself in it, and as long as you're going through different experiences, so long, this is true only. Only when you transcend the mind, the body mind, when you abide in the self, then there is only Brahman, you say. But as long as in the transactional world, you are there, there is the higher power. That is, Mahatripura Sundari is there. See, in Saundarya Lahari, how Adi Shankara writes, without him, Shiva is only Shava. There is no Spandanam. See, Ambal only is a live wire behind this creation, this everything. So therefore, there is higher power. So, and this higher power is so compassionate, whichever way you worship, it comes in that way and it blesses you. To Tukaram, it comes as Krishna. See, he plays with Krishna. How beautiful. Ambal comes to Ramakrishna, Ambal comes every day, talks. How beautiful it is. Is it not so? So, when you can offer all the burdens of your life, everything unto his feet, when you can leave everything unto him, I tell you, the mind becomes so peaceful, totally peaceful. If the mind is not peaceful, agitated, if it is very, very confused, it cannot turn within. It cannot think about even the Lord. It cannot think about any Shastras. It cannot think about anything. It is not available. And the name of the Lord is so powerful, it purifies the heart. All the negative vasanas are washed. It purifies. See, it is not a suma joke kadayadu. The mantra or the nama has got great power. So when you chant, automatically the negative vasanas are flushed out. And the nama, that overwhelms, that fills you So that the positive, the very, very auspicious vasanas are generated into. And the mind is so available now. See, even for jnana path, the mind should be available. See, other paths are there, this pranayama and all. But I tell you, prana is only jada. Pranayama helps, but not to some great extent. But the devotion, it is Chaitanya-mayam. And it's emotions. It's love. See, it's so powerful actually. You can relate. So powerful actually. So that what happens? The mind becomes so peaceful. And because of love, that devotion, there is so much of joy in the heart. That rasam, they say, na? That Rama rasam, like that they say, na? So naturally, the mind will not go out. When the mind is drowned in that rasa, the mind cannot go out now. What can you do? So mamata is gone. He has become very humble. And ahamta is not at all there. Very, very traces of ahamta is there here and there. That is gone. And all the worries and troubles have gone because he has surrendered. And the mind is filled with so much of devotion. So his mind is not thinking about anything else. Chitta vritti nirodha happened already. It has happened. See, these yogis, they do so much of sadhana for chitta vritti nirodha. For him, naturally it has happened. Because his mind is full of devotion, love. See, this love is a great power, you know. But for that, you should be blessed. Because people cannot feel that love. They go to temple like they go to museum. This statue is very good, very nice. Alankaram is beautiful. Are Alankaram is beautiful, but Amba is there. You don't see her as Amba. See? So when you can relate with the Lord, ஒரு குழந்தை மாதிரி அம்பாள் தான் என்னோட அம்மா, அவளோட குழந்தை. I am her child. So she takes care of everything. நான் கொஞ்சம் அப்படி இப்படி இருந்தா கூட பரவாயில்லை. அம்பாள் forgives me. Because she is my mother. Mother means she has to forgive now. Otherwise, why she is called as mother? நம்ம சேட்டை பண்ணதான் வேணும், அம்மா அம்மா அன்னைக்கு தான் வேணும், அவதான் அம்மா ஆகும் இல்லையா? We can take all advantages with amma. Sometimes not with appa. Sometimes they are very strict. Amma means we can do anything and get away with amma. So, like that, if you think she is my mother and she takes care of me and she will look after everything, I tell you, life becomes something else. And chitta vritti nirodha happens naturally. And not only that, what happens when you attain samadhi, or what happens? What happens? The vision of oneness. You see everybody as one. This comes naturally for a devotee. See? For a devotee, he sees Amba or God, whatever is Krishna Devata, Krishna, whoever, and he starts seeing the same principle, the same divinity in everybody. The Ayyappa Malayalam போடுறாங்க இல்லையா? Wonderful. They go and prostrate at everybody's feet. Ayyappa, Ayyappa, Swamiji Ramana. One day before, he was a very arrogant fellow, great businessman, I'm this and that. Mala pota enna agumo therilla. He goes and touches everybody's feet. Meaning, I see the Lord in everybody. So this vision of oneness comes automatically to him. He starts seeing everybody as his Ishta Devata. See how beautiful it is. And therefore, he cannot hate anybody. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha. Only there is friendliness. Karuna, compassion. Because the same principle is functioning through here also, through there also. Body avayire kandabodellam body name. When something happens to somebody, I feel for it. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha. Nirmamo nirahankaraha. Samadukka, sukha. This happens naturally for a devotee. Shami, he forgives. So when there is so much of devotion, he naturally becomes nirmamo nirahankara. And naturally, he accepts everything as his prasad. So, Sama. And Kshami. He forgives. Everything happens naturally, beautifully. Whatever we have struggled through Jnana Marga, through Raja Yoga, all those things happens naturally, beautifully. See, that is why Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi in Arunachala Pancharatnam, he gives the essence of Bhakti Marga in the last verse. Unnidathil oppuvitta உள்ளத்தால் எப்பொழுதும் உன்னை கண்டு எல்லாமும் உன்னுருவாய் அந்நியமில் அன்பு செய்யும் அன்னோன் அருணாச்சலாவெல்கும் இன்புருவாம் உன்னிலாழ்ந்தே. Beautiful. Bhagavan, such a great jnani, writes, உன்னிடத்தில் ஒப்புவித்த, offering everything unto you. ஒப்பு கொடுத்துட்டேன் எல்லாத்தையும், offering everything unto you. உள்ளத்தால் எப்பொழுதும் உன்னை கண்டு, எப்பொழுதும் உன்னை கண்டு means what? Always remembering you. அவர் எப்படி காண முடியுமா அப்படி? Always remembering you. உன்னை கண்டு எல்லாமும் உன்னுருவாய், and seeing everything as your own form. This is devotion. Na? See, he has given the essence of devotion 4 lines. Anniyamil. This is very important. This word Anniyamil is a key word for devotion. Without differentiating. Anniyamil. See? Everybody is Hari only. Why? Whether he is a scholar or an idiot, whether he is rich or poor, young or old, Anniyamil. Everything is the same Lord. The same Lord is in his heart also. The vision of oneness happens naturally. He starts this bhava. The Lord is there. He takes care of me. He takes care of the world. I need not worry about anything. So nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to him. And I am actually nothing. Everything is he only. Acha. And not only that, I see him in every jiva, everywhere. Ashtamurti Bhrigu Deva Pujanam. Ennuru yavum irayuruvamena enni valipadal undipara. Isa narpusanai undipara. What is Isa narpusanai? What is the real worship of God? Real worship is Ennuru yavum irayuruvamena enni valipadal undipara. There are 8 forms of the Lord. You have to worship him in all the forms. That is Narpusanai. What are the 8 forms? He says all the Panchabhutas, the space, the air, the Vayu, Agni, the fire, and the Apa, the water, and then the Prithvi. So the Lord is not only there in the Garbhagriha of a temple. You go to the beach, you see the ocean, water is everywhere. The Lord alone is there. Etavanasya Mahima. How beautiful. It is his glory. He alone is there as the ocean. மொட்டை மாடல போய் படுத்திருந்தோம்னா அப்படியே நட்சத்திரங்களா பார்ப்போம். ஆகாசத்தை பார்த்தா ஏதாவானஸ்ய மகி. He alone is there. So like that, if you can see everywhere the Lord Panchamahabhutas, in the trees, in the mountains, everywhere. And very important, Surya, Chandra. The morning Surya is shining. In the night, Chandra, so beautiful. And these are the 7 forms. 8 is Jiva, the beings. This is very important. So if we can start seeing him in the beings also, then what happens? This is the real vision. Now he is a Narpusani. This is the real devotion, he says. See, we start seeing him in a form, in the Murti. And we start worshipping him. Puja, Parayana, everything. And Abhishekam, Aradhana, everything. But slowly we grow and then we start seeing him everywhere. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to pluck flowers and then offer to the Ambal, it seems. One day he started seeing, oh, Ambal, already the flowers are in Amba's head only. See the vision? And then he started putting flowers on his head. Arey, what happened? I am Ambal only. I am not other than Ambal. See how the vision grows. Ennuru yavum irayuruvam. So like that, if you can see the Lord in all forms, வாயில்லா ஜீவன்கள் கிட்டையும் ரொம்ப பார்க்கணும். ஏன்னா பாவங்கள் வாயில இல்லையா? அப்போ வாட் ஹேப்பன்ஸ்? கருணையே வச்ச மைத்ர கருணையே வச்ச. So see, whatever is achieved through jnana, everything is achieved effortlessly and with so much of love and so much of joy in the heart. So mamata has gone, ahamta has gone, all the burdens of life, all the worries given up. And the mind is not going out anywhere now. Chitta vritti nirodha has happened. See, when the devotee's heart melts, even Bhagavan says, Ariyatitara Sivara Dagavarisa Gugayil Arivai Rami Paramattuman Arunachala Ramanan. What is Aruna? Who is Arunachala Ramanan? He is that conscious principle, knowledge. He is shining in everybody's heart. And then he says, Arunachala Ramanan. Parival Ulam Uruga Nala Paranandidu Guhayarndu. Even Bhagavan says, Parival, out of devotion. Ulam Uruha, when the heart melts. Paranandidu Guhayarndu. Paran means the Ishvara. Where is he? In the cave of the heart. Paran Arndidu Guhayarndu, entering into the cave where the Lord is seated. Arivai. See? Arivam Viditirava. You enter there. Arivam Viditirava, Inisam Arivai, Adu Vidiyam. It will be revealed. Meaning what? Even Bhagavan says in the Jnana Marga also, our heart has to melt. When the heart doesn't melt, when it is like a rock, how will the Ahankara melt? Ahankara pona enna artham? Heart should melt. See, இதுதான் இந்த அரவர வேதாந்திகள்லாம் இருக்காங்களே, லிப் வேதாந்தின்னு சொல்லி, ரொம்ப ட்ரை வேதாந்தி. சும்மா they talk all nonsense, but when you watch their lives, it's all dirty, filthy. So this heart should melt. How else it can melt except through devotion? வேற வழி. ஹார்ட் எப்படி இதயம் எப்படி உருகும்? உருகவே உருகாது. அந்த டிவோஷனா அது மெல்ட் ஆகணும். பகவான் நமக்கு எவ்வளவு கொடுத்திருக்கான், எவ்வளவு கருணை பண்றான், நம்ம ஒண்ணுமே செய்யலையே அவனுக்கு. ஊழியில் வாழும், நல்லா கேளுங்க, ஊழியில் வாழும் மாக்களில் என்பால் ஊதியம் யாது நீ பெற்றாய், பாழினில் வீழாது ஏழையை காத்து உன் பதத்தினில் இருத்தி வைத்தனையே, ஆழியாம் கருணை அண்ணலே என்ன அகமிக நான நன்னிடுமால், வாழினி அருணா சலவுனை வழுத்தி வாழ்த்திட தாழ்த்துமென் தலையே தலையே. He says, there are so many people in this world. I have not done anything to you, O Lord. ஊதியம் யாது நீ பெற்றாய். What have I done to you? ஊதியம்னா actually salary or whatever, pay or whatever. What did you get from me? Nothing. இவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்கும்போது, when all these people are there, why did you select me for pouring your grace, compassion on me? ஆழினில் வீழாது ஏழையை காத்து உன் பதத்தினில் இருத்தி வைத்தனையே. If you have not taken me into your fold, I would have got lost in this world, samsara. Paal means what? Shunyam. I would have got lost. நாசமா போயிருப்பேன் இந்த உலகத்துல. பாழினில் வீழாது ஏழையை காத்து உன் பதத்தினில் இருத்தி வைத்தனையே. You have taken me into your fold and you have kept me always at your feet. What is this compassion, O Lord? What have I done to you? Nothing I have done to you, but this grace. Because of your grace, you have done everything to me. This is how the heart melts now. Only when the heart melts, I tell you, please note this point. All the Vedantis all over the world, please note this point. When the heart is not melting, this ego will not die. The ego will not subside in the heart. Only through சும்மா ஒரு வரட்டுத்தனமான வேதாந்தமோ வரட்டுத்தனமான இந்த இதெல்லாம் சரி வராது. The heart should melt. Then only the ego can just disappear in the ocean of consciousness. See, Bhagavan is the ocean of consciousness. Our ego is a sort of a tani mudala mulachu. That has to go means what? Through devotion only it should melt. So whatever happens through vichara, the ahankaram talai sayaradu, it will happen through devotion naturally and beautifully. So, this is what our acharyas have taught us. Our gurus have taught us. When you are in the world, functioning in the world, when you are, means doing, means what? Some activities, always offer everything to the Lord. Think you are just an instrument. Nimitta matram bhava savyasachim. Savyasachim is left-handed. Maybe Arjuna may be a left-handed person. Nimitta matram bhava. Just you become an instrument. So I'm just an instrument. The Lord is the real doer, doing everything. So offer everything unto Him. Ishwararpitam nechaya kritam chitta shodakam mukti sadakam. And whatever comes, accept as His prasad. And whenever possible, you chant His name and melt in devotion. Go to the temple or go anywhere, try to see the Lord everywhere. As far as possible, try to help. Because everything is the Lord's form only. Try to help. So this we can do in the Vyavahara when you are in the world. Seeing everybody as the Lord's form. It's possible. And trying to do whatever possible. And when you sit in the seat of meditation, yes, whatever you have learned, scriptures, and you contemplate on it, when the mind is so peaceful and quiet, because it has offered everything unto the Lord. What will happen to me? What will happen? Nothing will happen to you. See, whatever happens is for good one, because Lord is there to take care. அப்படி உட்கார்ந்தாச்சுன்னா மனசு எதுக்காக கொந்தளிக்குது அலைபாயுது my children, what will happen to my children? The children are born through you, not to you. They have come to exhaust their own vasanas. You cannot do anything. You can only just give some conducive atmosphere for them to grow. It ends there. You cannot do anything else. என்னோடது என் மாரில் அடிச்சுக்கணும், என்னோட குழந்தை நான் வளர்க்கணும், நான் பார்த்துக்கணும். நான்சென்ஸ் இட் இஸ். எல்லா குழந்தையும் நம்மளோட குழந்தைங்க தான். எல்லாமே பகவானோட குழந்தை, எல்லாம் நம்மளோட குழந்தையும் பார்க்கணும். நம்ம இந்த குழந்தை மட்டும் என்னோட குழந்தை நினைச்சா அது ரொம்ப அநியாயம். எல்லா குழந்தையும் நம்மளோட குழந்தை தானே. இதுல என்ன இருக்குதுல்ல? We have to see every children as our own. Or don't think it is my own. It's all Lord's prasadam. He will take care of everything. நானா தலையில சுமந்துட்டு இருக்கேன் இந்த உலகத்தை. பரமனின் பாதம் பற்றற பற்றும் பரரி அரியறி பரமன் பரமுனக்கெனையன் பணியறப் பணியாய் பறித்திடும் உனக்கெது பாரம் பரமனிற் பிரிந்தி உலகினை தலையில் பற்றியான் பெற்றது போதும். பரமனிற் பிரிந்து உலகினை தலையில் யான் பற்றி பெற்றது போதும். I thought I am carrying the whole world and I have been suffering in this world. Podum, enough of it. Bhagavane, only you are carrying the whole burden. Can't you, will you not carry my own burden also? This is an attitude. So like that, when you can offer everything, when you sit in the seat of meditation, the mind is full already. Already it is full. Already it is not going out. Already it is not seeing anything other. எல்லாம் பகவான் நிறைஞ்சிருக்கும் போது எது அந்நியமா இருக்கும்? நமக்கு ஒண்ணுமே அந்நியம் கிடையாது. அப்போ what is the meaning of vichara? Meaning of contemplation? Nothing. It abides in the heart naturally, without any effort. Without the proper knowledge, only when you have this kind of Mari emotional bhakti, you become an emotional idiot. If you don't have knowledge, only bhakti, you are emotional idiot. If you have only jnana, without bhakti, you become an intellectual beast. You become very destructive. Destruction. So this head and heart, it has to grow together. And when somebody asks me to vote, whether head or heart, I always vote for heart only. Not to the head. Head is important. But when somebody asks me, no, you can vote only for head or heart. What do you want to vote? I vote for heart, not for head. Head is important, but heart is everything. So therefore, through bhakti, everything is possible. Everything you achieve. Actually, see, நான் சும்மா வந்து ஒரு கதை சொல்றேன் நினைக்காதீங்க. நான் ஒரு ஹிப்போக்ரட் நினைக்காதீங்க. நேற்று சும்மா அப்படி பேசுறேன் உங்களோட ஆடியன்ஸ் இம்ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணி அது கிடையவே கிடையாது. Why should I impress you? Why should I impress you? Is this my job or what? No. I mean it. What? Because you come to our ashram and see, we have got Arunachalesh, Atmalingeshwara. We have got Ambal, Karuna Ambal. Her name is Karuna Ambal. Mother of compassion. We have got Pillayar in the front. We have got Krishna in the Vrindavana. We have got a Vrindavana. We have got Krishna. சும்மா உங்களை பொய்க்கு ஏமாத்தணும் இதெல்லாம் பேச வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை. I feel it. I really mean it. Recently we took Shivaratri Tiruvacharam. It is there in the YouTube. You go and watch it. The thing is, because of our Acharya's grace, they have taught us. Gurudev, he has taught us. And all the great masters, you see, Arunachal Stuti Panjam எழுதும் பகவான் அவ்வளவு பெரிய ஞானி. ஆதிசங்கரா, why should he write so many stotrams? காஞ்சி மகாபெரிவா பாருங்க எவ்வளவு பெரிய ஞானி. Why should he live like that? காஞ்சி காமாட்சியை தரிசனம் நேர சாட்சாத்தா பார்க்கக்கூடியவர், நிதம் கண்டு கதைக்கூடியவர். So therefore, please don't think that jnana, oh, all this is nonsense, blah blah. You are cheating yourself. You are losing so much. And if somebody says jnana is useless, then also it is not good. Why should we condemn anything? It's all very helpful, useful, beautiful. Both are beautiful. Like the two wings of the bird, is masters say. You can soar high. Only one wing means you go round and round. So therefore, I tell you, I have learned this from Guruji Swami Tejamayanji. He is a wonderful, great jnani, wonderful teacher, and a great bhakta. Whenever he teaches this Ramayana and all, Jalama or Kanlinda cries. It's not a chuma, he really melts. For him, the Ishtadevata is Rama, and he considers himself as Hanuman because he loves Gurudev so much. So like that, we have seen people very beautiful. But when it comes to jnana, he is very uncompromising. He explains everything beautiful. When it comes to bhakti, it is not contradictory. It is very complementary. As I told you, it is not at all. Because when you have got great devotion in heart, 80% of job is already done. Then if you sit for inquiry or contemplation, nothing else you need to do. See, actually speaking, nothing else need to be done. That is the highest. ஒண்ணுமே செய்ய தேவையில்லைங்க highest. இப்போ சரணாகதினா என்னது? ஒண்ணுமே செய்ய தேவையில்லை. சும்மா இருங்கிறது highest உபதேசம். What is சும்மா இரு? You need not do anything. Everything is done. எப்போவோ முடிந்த காரியம். Everything is done already. If you start doing it, then there is a doer. When you start knowing something, there is a knower. That is the trouble. So, you just remind, be yourself. So, this is what jnana. This is the peak of jnana. What is peak of bhakti? There is nothing else to be done. The Lord is there. See, this bhakta is a wonderful person. He even doesn't ask for mukti also. Why? Who wants mukti? I want only devotion to your feet. Bhakti. So it is said, the Mukti Mata, she will come and wait at his feet, it seems. But our Kandikave Mata, Mukti Mata. She is there to serve his feet. That is devotion. But at least this jnana is, hey, mukti, mukti, mukti. For him, he is already in mukti. He doesn't care for mukti also. Piravami vendum. Pirappunde unnai maravamai vendum. See, I don't want to be born again. But suppose, if I am born again, I should not forget you. You please grant me this boon at least. Karikalamaya. I should not forget. See, this forgetfulness is death. Even in Jnana Marga, it is said pramadam. Forgetfulness is death. So it is said always focus attention. But it's very hard. But remembering, not to forget, remembering is easy. The name is there to remember. இனிய உளவாக இன்னாத கூறல் கனி இருப்ப காய் கவர்ந்தற்று. When this Nama is there to remember him continuously, and it's so sukham and so rasam, why should you struggle? இதையோ உள்ள போயிட்டு என்ன இது? சில பேர் கண் கோணல போய் இப்படி உள்ள பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கேன். Nama is there to remember him. So chant means you are always remembering. See, the ultimate thing is not to forget. Even Jnana also. என்ன சொல்றாங்க? சோகம் 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 அப்படியே ரொம்ப சோகம் ஆயிடுறாங்க. அகம் பிரம்மாஸ்மி கண்ட் என்ன? வாட் இஸ் இட்? என்ன விருத்தி அது? அகண்டாகார விருத்தி மீன்ஸ் வாட்? கண்டினியூஸ்லி ரிமெம்பர்லாம் சொல்றாங்க இல்லையா? நாட் டு ஃபர்கெட். அதே தான் சொல்றோம். யூ ரிமெம்பர் ஹிம், டோன்ட் ஃபர்கெட். நாமம் சொல்றதே என்னது? நாட் டு ஃபர்கெட். அங்கேயும் என்ன சொல்றாங்க? அகண்டாகார விருத்தி எழுதும். அகம் பிரம்மாஸ்மி அகம் பிரம்மாஸ்மி அகம் பிரம்மாஸ்மி. ஆனா அகம் ரொம்ப சொன்னா அகங்காரம் வந்துடும். ரொம்ப நான் தான் பிரம்மன் ஆக்கும். இரண்ய கிருஷி போயிடும். நரசிம்மர் வரணும் பதம் செய்யறதுக்கு. பட் இங்க பகவான் தான் எல்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு அனுஷ்டே இருந்தா யூ ஆர் ரிமெம்பரிங் ஹிம் ஆல்வேஸ். இன் த டிவோஷன் யுவர் ஹார்ட் மெல்ட்ஸ். வேர் இஸ் அகங்காரா? தேர் இஸ் நோ அகங்கார. தேர் இஸ் நோ மமகார. தேர் இஸ் நத்திங். அண்ட் போனஸ் என்ன கிடைக்குது? பாவானந்தா, which these jnanis can never get. Bhavananda is not for jnanis. This is special. You come here, you get all this plus something extra. Bonus. What is Bhavananda? See, that Ananda, I tell you, only those who enjoy, they understand what it is. This is Bhavananda. Guruji writes in his Bhakti Sudha. And Mangal Padikku koma vanduchu avaroda. See, you tell everything about jnana and everything, it's one vasathin solittu. Then he says, Bhavananda is not for you people. It's only for bhaktas. So if you want Brahma Jnanam or the vision of oneness and also something extra, why should you leave it? If you get something extra, it's good, na? Na? So Bhavanandam also you get. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Hari